Hey YouTube, today I'm going to be opening my Super Starter V for Victory 2013 Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game starter deck. So this is an actual starter deck, which is different from the structure decks. These are meant for people that are brand new to the game and they're just picking it up. It's kind of like the trial decks in Card 5 Vanguard. For those of you that play Card 5 Vanguard. Card 5 Vanguard actually, structure decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! And the starter decks are kind of like the trial deck in Vanguard, because in Vanguard everything is clan-based or archetype-based. So you don't really have anything that's similar to a starter deck. You don't see a lot of random cards mixed together in Card 5 Vanguard. But anyway, for Yu-Gi-Oh! You get a beginner guide that tells you the rules. It's much smaller than like the previous iterations of this. You also get a generic playmat here. It's not anything fancy. It's just like it's like printer paper with glossy finish here. It's kind of cool because it gives beginners. It's a good way to familiarize yourself with the different phases of the game, because Yu-Gi-Oh! Has a lot of them. Alright, and then I kind of like the way they did this. It opens up in the reverse of how it normally used to open up. So in it we have the starter deck itself, which I think is, what, 40 cards? Plus the extra deck cards? Maybe it's like 43 cards. Starter decks used to always be 50 cards for Yu-Gi-Oh! Because they cut down on them because almost everybody runs 40 card decks anyway, so it also cuts on costs, I guess. But they did include the Superstar Power Up Pack A and Superstar Power Up Pack B, which are supposed to add like a chance thing, simulating the booster packs of the game. So we'll be opening up those in a little bit. But for the deck itself, we have a ultra rare number C39 Utopia Ray. So this got reprinted. This was originally in Order of Chaos as a ultra rare or ultimate rare or even ghost rare. And you get a super rare number 39 Utopia. I think this is the first super rare edition of this. I know there's a gold rare from Haunted Mine. There's the 2011 ultra rare Star Deck Utopia, the 2012 Exceed Symphony Utopia, which is also ultra rare. And then there's the Epic Battle Pack Starfoil, as well as the rare, and then yeah, and then there's the Star Pack one too. So anyway, Cosmo Queen, Trance the Magic Swordsman. This was reprinted. This was originally from Return of the Duelists, which is my favorite booster pack of all time. Neo the Magic Swordsman. This was originally. This is a really old card. This, for those that actually have been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since the very beginning, this was actually in the original starter deck Yugi. I think that was the original print of Neo the Magic Swordsman. So this was from the first starter deck, so it's nice to see this, as is Mystical Elf. The difference being, I think this was in Legend of Blue Eyes White Dragon as a super rare. And then we got Chamberlain of the Six Samurai, Gaga Child. I've been getting a ton of comments, people asking me to update my Gaga deck to include Gaga Child, so now I'll be able to do that. That's an effect monster. Then Magical Undertaker, Caligo Claw Crow, a common Gaga Magician, and this is a first, a common Gaga Girl. Originally she was a secret rare from Order of Chaos, and then a super rare in the, I believe it was the Return of the Duelists, or the Abyss Rising special edition, but I kind of forgot now. Maybe it was Cosmo Blazer. Anyway, Gaga Gardna, Zubaba Knight, Gambara Knight, Achacha Archer, Goblinberg, Kage Tokage, and Tasuke Knight. ZW Unicorn Spears was reprinted. A lot of these interesting were from Order of Chaos. That was a rare in Order of Chaos. Marauding Captain. Old Vindictive Magician. Alright, here's a new card. Swords of Burning Light. It's actually a pretty good card for a stall-based deck. Like decks that used to run like Final Countdown. I don't know, maybe they could run this. Blustering Winds. A common Wonder Wand. Double or Nothing. Ego Boost. A common Gaga Revenge. Another reprint from Return of the Duelist. Xyz Unit. The A Forces. A Reinforcement of the Army. That's a pretty good reprint, although there's already a ton of those available. The Warrior Returning Alive. And then for the traps, we've got Puzzle Reborn. A common Gaga Shield. I just pulled a couple of those from my Zezel collection tin. Copy Knight. Impenetrable Attack. Utopian Aura. Xyz Effect. Shadow Spell. Dust Tornado. Call of the Haunted. And another Dark Bribe. So that was the contents of the actual deck itself. Now let's move on to these. This is probably what everybody was waiting for. So we'll start with pack A. Alright, so we've got a number C39 Utopia Ray, V, or 5. A super rare Mystical Space Typhoon. I really want to pull a Mirror Force, by the way. So I hope there's a Mirror Force in here. Acid Golem Destruction Common, Bite Bug, and ZW Eagle Claw. So I really could use a Mirror Force, because the only hollow Mirror Force I have is my really, really old one from Metal Raiders. Okay, Rank Up Magic Limited Variance Force, and Magic Cylinder. I didn't get Mirror Force. That's okay. Shining Elf, ZW Claw, and Gumbara Lancer. So that was what I pulled. I got a Mystical Space Typhoon and a Magic Cylinder. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay tuned. I'm going to be opening up in a future video War of the Giants, followed by Number Hunters, and I'll probably save the best for last, Star Pack 2013. As always, guys, rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.